packing, labeling, etc. And once this is over, then the same will be transported either to the container depot or to the seaport. And uh, 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 once the goods reach the ship, at that time the exporter or the export house clearing house agent, they will have to write to the port authority with regard to the arrival of the goods. Then necessary charges are required to pay to the port charges. The port office will issue a receipt in that regard, and thereafter he will go to the preventing officer near the sea, near the ship, where he will again he will. So this communication part, what Joshi Sahib has discussed, that at every stage the communication, the later correspondence is a must. If one wants to be a very good importer or exporter, then this art is very important. He will be writing to the preventing officer, then preventing officer will hand over the goods to the ship, and once he will issue a MAT receipt, that MAT receipt will be handed over to the shipping company, and shipping company will hand over the shipping documents to the exporter, stating that the goods which are mentioned in the bill of lading have been kept inside the ship for the purpose of export. And if any defects or damages are found, then again it will be the responsibility of the exporter to ensure that necessary communication has to be initiated to the importer, that during the course of the export certain documents are found damaged or certain shortage is there, and in that case it will be a mutual correspondence between importer and exporter, for which the importer will write to the to his bank to the exporter's bank, and in turn whatever deficiencies are there, that will be condoned. And now the shipping authority, it is just a procedure. What we have said, that at the time of loading inside the goods, necessary formalities are completed by MAT. It is known as a MAT receipt. MAT is a name of the captain of the ship, and he is signing everything, whatever goods that have been received by him. Now, so far as the bill of lading and shipping company is concerned, now shipping documents, let me add, sir, 1 minute.
Yes,
That shipping bill is nothing but a summary of all the documents which are necessary to be attached with the with that particular document, that is the bill of lading, commercial bill, invoice, VAT list, certificate of origin which is issued by the Chamber of Commerce, or sometimes if it is insisted, then it is also issued by the Export Inspection Agency. So these documents are attached to the shipping bill, and thereafter these shipping bills are cleared by the Custom Department, and thereafter it is handed over to the bank for finance purpose and for onward transmission to the importer's bank. Now, sir, so far as the procedure of, yes, export order, insurance. Yes. Now, insurance is, so we are having the two types of the insurance, sir. We are having the general insurance, or we are also having the ECGC, Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation. They are also insuring the goods which are meant for the export. Now, the general insurance is the exporter has to insure the goods. He will have to write to the concerned insurance company that we are having these types of the goods. Now, these are to be insured, for which the insurance company will submit the necessary details of the charges which are to be insured, and this insurance will be valid from the place of manufacturer up to the port of dispatch. So these charges, whether these charges are to be borne by the importer or exporter, that the importer or exporter will have to clarify during the course of the correspondence. Now, second thing, that once the goods are kept inside the ship, then the ECGC will take the responsibility. ECGC is also having two types of the policies. One is the commercial policy and another one is the political policies. So commercial policies are in case of the certain with regard to the dispute, so far the charges are concerned, so far as the rates are concerned, and in spite of the fact that this has already been cleared in the letter of credit or communication, then suppose if the importer fails and importer's bank may fail. In many cases this has happened because there are certain countries which are very poor or which are lacking the funds. So in that case, the ECGC will come and he will give the shelter, so far as he will compensate for the damage. That is commercial review. And political risk. Political risk is such that there are certain countries where suppose political changes are there, suppose mutiny is there at that time, and there can be certain change in the rules and regulations of the import and export. So this there can be so many, because the details are very long, and so far as this both the risks are concerned, it is necessary that the exporter has to insure his goods by writing a letter both to the general insurance company as well as the ECGC. And second thing, that now the banks have come forward that suppose if this ECGC premium is not paid by the exporter, then the bank itself will also cover this risk by making payment of the insurance premium by debiting the customer's exporter's account. So this facility is available. So exporters are nowadays totally secured when they export their goods. But in that case, every time, at every stage, clear communication, clear correspondence, and so far as all the facts are necessary, that has to be adhered to.
Yes, friends. So, I think in this 1 hour lecture, we have tried to explain what is import export correspondence, what is the format of letter writing for import export trade or business, what is the procedure for import export trade. So, if you have any questions, you can ask, you can forward your questions to the Bisect Studio. So before till then, we would like to discuss several general points for letter writing, which can be applied to any letter writing, any business correspondence, maybe domestic correspondence, maybe international correspondence. So these are called 6 important C's of business correspondence. As you can see on your screen, they are clarity, correctness, conciseness, completeness, consideration, that is U attitude, and courtesy. Clarity means one should be clear while writing the letter. He should be clear while writing or while drafting the letter. There should be no ornamental language, or there should be, as mentioned by Tridi sir, we should use a natural language, simple language. Because clearly written messages, they have better chances to have better impact on the reader. Then the correctness. The letter should be correct as far as its form is concerned, language is concerned, structure or grammar or spellings are concerned. We should not there should not be any spelling mistakes or grammatical mistakes in our letter. Then the third point is conciseness. To be concise means to be brief, means to use as many few words as possible. If it is possible to complete our message with one line, there is no need to write 2 lines. જેમ મહાવીર સ્વામી ભગવાને કહ્યું છે ને મિત્રો, વાણી અને પાણી ઘીની જેમ વાપરો. એટલે કે વાણી અને પાણી બંનેની કિંમત સમજવી જોઈએ. જો 5 શબ્દોમાં આપણે મેસેજ કવર કરી શકતા હોઈએ તો there is no need to use the 6 words. That the completeness. Your letter should have all the complete details to the point. No important point should be left out from your letter. Then the 5th point is consideration. That means taking other people's feelings into consider or into consideration. So our letter should be drafted keeping the customer in the center. We should use you or your instead of I and we. So our letter should be concentrated on the customer. It should be customer oriented. The American businessmen call it you attitude. And the last but not the least point in these 6 important C's of business correspondence, that is courtesy. That is humbleness, politeness. Any businessman should be courteous or polite. While drafting letters also, even the letters of collection, મિત્રો ઉઘરાણીના પત્રો હોય ને એમાં પણ આપણી ભાષા, it should be very courteous, it should be very humble, it should be very polite. Because in business, if you lose temper, naturally you will lose your customer and ultimately that will result in losing your business. That will badly harm your business. So one should be courteous while drafting letters. Friends, I thank you, Professor Trivedi, for being with us for this lecture. Thank you all.
I am also thankful to Joshi Sahib for inviting me on this very important topic, and it will be a pleasure if anybody wishes to have some more clarification or some more material or some more information. The email address will also be provided to you by Joshi Sahib as and when one wishes. It will be my pleasure to provide you the same.